So myself and Kian are giving you a little tour or a little walk around West Bay. I've been coming here now for about 14 years, since Kian was basically 1. So yeah, it's our final day today. A little bit of rain in the air today, which is nice, it's cooling me down because I burnt my head. So yeah, go on a little journey with us. So from this point you can see this is like the west beaches, and that's the Dog Beach, and that's the West Cliff all the way over to Ypres, Lyme Regis, Seatown, if you want to do that walk. And panning round you can see East Cliff and the pier, and we'll head that way now. So we're just approaching the pier. There's 2 piers, East and West Pier, take it. I mean, the weather now has changed. I mean, we're going home today but we came very early August, and we were fortunate enough to have 11 full days of a heat wave. Out of the 14 years we've never had that. There's kids catching mackerel on the pier at the moment, which is good to see. But we had 11 full days of heat. Then one day we had the floods, which is another video for, and then back to warm again, and today just turned a bit cloudy, a bit windy, and a little bit of drizzle. We'll take it down to the bottom of the pier. Just having a walk down the pier. I can see people fishing in the morning, people going for a jog, people just chilling out. Again, you can see that cliff. There's the harbour. It's like a first harbour and a second harbour. And just across the way is the harbour master's office. You can see here, this is the rocks off the pier. Just looking back now towards the West Cliff and the West Beach. You can see that fog and mist now, that drizzle. Like I say, just coming up to the end of the harbour wall. So we're just approaching now. This is the end of the pier. Some information boards, but that's on another video where I do the West Cliff to the pier, which is basically what you can see from here. And a bit of information about the Yukon exercises. And there's the view this morning. Honestly, don't let this put you off. It's normally absolutely beautiful. Again, what you can see from this point, we're actually here, West Bay. There's Bridport Centre, Lyme Regis, Weymouth. Got a video of each of them now. And that's looking back down the harbour wall. So a few folk fishing. Yeah, superb holiday we've had. Superb place. All these little black dots is there was a firework display here last night. So believe me, in the next half an hour this will all be cleaned up, because they're really good at that. We had a massive firework display for the Bridport Carnival. It was all at the bottom of this pier. You can see all the bottoms of the fireworks. This is coming off the first pier, and you can see there that building there at the bottom is Windy Corner Cafe. It's not bad at all. And then it's, the weekends in the evening it turns into a burger place. Mrs. B and the kids love it in there as well for the burgers. Not really a fan of burger, prefer the fish and chips. But yeah, it's definitely worth a visit. So that's a slipway, really popular slipway. There's the rules and regs and launching fees. That's into the harbour. Heading this way is the harbour master's office. And there's also this like message on the floor, and there's also, what's this one? About the harbour improvement scheme. So this Fuller's earth faulted and slipped chapter by Stratton. Cliff tells a story. Setting for stone and fort, net and blue. Rope, boat and home.
A little bit on top.
Says silted inlet, rising, striated sandstone at whose foot the sea endlessly frets. And that brings you to the Harbour Master office and the camera, actually YouTube camera. So you can just walk around this way. See it's like the second part of the harbour. The other part's more like launching area. This is where they moor the boats. See across there. That's the holiday place, the holiday park we stay at, just across. The boats in the harbour. These are like huts. If you want to grab a coffee or anything. On this side, got Harbour Lights, Rachel's, Bayview. Don't know, that's pizza and donuts, that one says. And the snack shack, which do a fantastic little toasty. There's a view into the harbour. It's got a little like outdoor cafe place. The catch of the day. They've got their own boat as well, and they supply fresh fish around Bridport, I think. But yeah, I had some really nice bubble and squeak in there. Yeah, another little good place. There's the holiday park. There's a huge anchor in the middle of a roundabout, but I don't think it's got any wording to see. There's a salt house. We'll go over there now. That's looking back across the harbour. Again, the cliff. Bridport Hotel pub just in the background behind Rosie's Cafe. Let's just go over to Salt House, a little bit of information. Just looking back towards the holiday park. There you go, a salt house, historic building stored salt for the local and Newfoundland fishing trade. It's now a community hall. And there's a Rise Cafe, George in the background. If you want to pause the screen, you can read about the salt house there.
Struggling with it.
There's a sign. That was the torchlight procession and fireworks we were watching last night, and then the carnival's on Saturday in Bridport. So yes, well worth seeing. Fireworks display is amazing. Just here you can see the River Brick where it meets the sea, the back of the huts. You can hire a boat for an hour, rowboat, £15 I think it is for an hour. You can have a little row up and down the river. There's the huts. Different ones. Busy, especially when the sun's out. You can see the George pub just in the background there. This is always full of motorbikes. Get a lot of motorbikes turning up here, parking up, just enjoying themselves. See across there St John's Church, Harbour Amusements. And there's the Rise restaurant. George Palmer's pub. Just head round the back here, come round the other side. So this is just like the back street behind the George, and behind the green, really, village green. And we found a little gem that we've never really noticed or took notice of before until this year, when Mrs. B said let's just go in. And it's this little micro pub, and it's a off license, it's a grocery store, and they have 48 plus ciders for you to buy, taste, and they have beers, ales, lagers, and it's superb. Really good find. Just there, fantastic. So we're approaching the tea rooms, which do amazing savoury cheese scones. They have sweet tea scones, and they also have the savoury scones, which both are fantastic. And you get like a spicy tomato caramelised chutney with the scones, and you can buy it. So we bought some to take home. Mrs. B is going to make some scones, so that might be a video as well. This is the huge car park and the play area behind. It's got the like public conveniences on here, but it's also an information board. That's where I'm heading to now. Yeah, this is the information board. Just gives you a little bit of history about the place. Again, if you pause, if you want to have a look at any of that, I'll try and get a little bit closer for you. It's got a welcome to West Bay, bit of info, and a map. There's some really old pictures on there. Superb. There's also the railway trail. It's not in use anymore. There's some interesting stuff on there. It used to be the track of the old railway line from Bridport. Did you know this track used to be the route of the old railway line? So I'm going to show you this now, because this is still here, this platform as such. Again, if you want to read on, just pause. Plenty of information there. And that's the 1 3/4 miles to Bridport, and then the path to the beach. Lovely views again, looking over. So here's the platform, and now they've turned it into a restaurant, the carriage and everything. Superb. So there's the tracks on the platform. Now the carriages is a restaurant. We also got this as well, fresh milk. Get a bottle, reuse a bottle. You've got milkshakes, or just fresh plain milk. It's 24/7, it's like a vending machine. Fantastic, it really is. Batch numbers. I think more and more of these are starting to pop up in the UK, but it's great to use one. And here's the carriages. There's a restaurant in the building, station kitchen. The menu, that's coming in, I think September, said to us. That's the current menu. Yeah, superb, really is. Don't know why Keane's trying to duck out of the video. Yeah, that's the one. Fantastic idea. Well done, West Bay. Well done, Station Kitchen. This is the back of the West Bay Hotel, another Palmer's pub in the bay. Had a drink in there, did a little review. There's the front end. You just see it's just on the front, really. Nice pub, to be fair. That's back towards the huts and the high street bit of West Bay. This is the front end of the West Bay. 18th century inn. Here's another sign, some more information if anyone wants to have a look. It's got more about the West Bay and Bridport here. Little key code there. But we walked there from West Bay to Bridport, it's a lovely walk. I think I've got a video about that. So we're at the bottom of the East Cliff now, famous in Broadchurch. But there's a little sculpture here. Fantastic. Mackerel straying. Same on this side. Burton Bradstock, Bridport, 2019. Love that. That's superb. Okay, let's turn you around now. So the view really on the bottom of the cliff, looking back towards West Bay. Absolutely beautiful. Even with a little bit of drizzle in the air. Yeah. Danger rock falls, keep clear cliffs. Yeah, we've been here when there's been a rock fall. I think it was actually that one. I was actually fishing at the time. Lots of emergency services, you can imagine. Didn't know if there was people under there. Scary. Take you round now, just to show you the cliff. You might not be able to hear me very well now because the wind's going to kick in. There, obviously. Don't know if you can get it on the video, but the height of them cliffs is amazing. You've got the sea there. Just brilliant. Okay, let's move on. Just another angle now coming away from the East Cliff, looking down on the piers. And also you've got the Hive, no sorry, the Watch House Cafe, which I've heard does fantastic ice creams, like a Mr. Whippy but better, I've been told, by Mrs. B and the kids. And we're just at the back of a Bridport Arms Hotel as well. We're heading just towards the pier. So we're on the East Pier, looking across the West Pier and Harbours. And oh, that hut was in Broadchurch, if anyone recognises it. It was also just near the Coast Guard lifeguard station. Hopefully you can hear me because it's a bit breezy. There's a plaque. And it says, dedicated to the men of the 2nd Canadian Division and the Royal Navy who took part in the Yukon exercises along the coast in June 1942 in preparation for the raid on Dieppe 19th of August 1942. So at the end of East Pier, we're looking over towards West Pier, and again over to the East Cliff, East Beach. People having a swim. And then back towards Harbour. It's like a little bench where you can sit just on the pier, shaped like a boat. And it's just looking across towards the Harbour Master's office. Here's a proof it's still a working fishing bay or harbour. All the nets, lobster pots, buoys, trays, storage. A couple of these are like the local boats, we see these every year. And we had 2 huge ones came in last week. There's Cherries. Myself and Mrs. B went in there again this year. Looking back across the harbour where we've walked round. We'll just head towards St John's Church. What we have there, let's get past this sign, is the Bridport Arms Hotel and Palmer's Pub, and we had a fantastic meal in there, really did. And just next to it is the Discovery Centre. That's it's got a bit of history. I mean, that used to be like the old Methodist church. But yeah, there's the lovely pub. Just head towards the Discovery Centre. See if there's anything on there. Any information. It's also used in Broadchurch, if you recognise it. Doing a separate video about that. There you go. West Bay Methodist Church, built in 1849. Lovingly restored. Superb. Today you've got Sammy's ice cream parlour, coffee bar and takeaway. Then you've got the newsagents, and then you've got the Cornish pasty bakery. Cornish bakery on the corner. And just inside there where you can see Tiki Bar. It's like an emporium place. Customs House. Got a little bit of a cafe in there, and it's got like all like second-hand goods and stuff that you can go and buy. Quite interesting. Looking back now towards the George across the harbour. And then you've got St John's Church just here, and behind St John's Church you've got the Angling Centre, and just opposite the Angling Centre you've got another ice cream parlour. This is heading again back towards West Bay Hotel Pub. Like I say, there's another entrance there for the Customs House Emporium. Little clothes shop. Samway's Fish Bar, which was unfortunately being refurbished while we've been here, so we've not been able to go in there this year. And then like a little gift shop. And this little place here is the Seagulls restaurant, where myself and Mrs. B had a wonderful experience of food. Can't recommend it enough. Superb little place. Absolutely brilliant. There's the Angling Centre. Head back now towards Holiday Park. So this is just a shot from the green looking over towards the harbour, Bridport Arms, St John's Church, going back towards the huts, George Hotel, the amusements, heading back towards Holiday Park. That's the riverboat hire place, just on the river bit at the end. Kian.
1%?
Yeah. So there you go, there's Part D in Holiday Park. That's where we've been staying for I think 17 nights. I'm not going to comment at this moment about the place, but there you go. West Bay itself is beautiful. So yeah, it's a holiday park. There's a map. That's a play area. This is the way back now down to the caravan that we've been staying in. Yep, so hope you enjoyed that video. Walk around West Bay with Kian. It's the end of the holiday. Looking forward to going home as well. But yeah, that's West Bay. This here is caravan we're staying in, and we're all looking forward to going home. So thanks for watching, cheers, I'll see you on the next one.